Yee. Way up.
Way up with Angela Yee. It is a Tuesday. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Jasmine. We're waiting for TK Kirkland to get here. He's guest co-hosting today, but he has been circling the block.
TK, where are you at?
I know. Can somebody please find TK Kirkland? Because I guess he's been in the vicinity for like 30 minutes.
Oh, no.
We are in a new building, and I just want to point out another thing.
What would you like to point out, Angela?
Donald Trump is in the vicinity today, too. So it might be a lot going on outside.
It might be kind of hard to navigate around here.
Yes, because he is turning himself in today.
Right.
So
Are you excited? Are you excited about the Angela?
And they also have a rally for him.
Is that close to us or no?
Going on. I think all of that is kind of close because Trump Towers is right here.
Okay. For everyone listening, we're in Manhattan.
Yeah, and he's staying there. So
okay.
And if you haven't been watching the news, he's in New York because of this indictment, and he's getting arraigned, and we're gonna find out all the details.
Yeah, Angela, you gonna keep us updated throughout the day?
You know I am.
Okay.
I mean, we're right here in the thick of it.
The
Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, is the person that's been working on these charges for 5 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. And you know him, right?
Yeah, I actually do. I actually had him on the Breakfast Club before.
Okay.
So when he was running for office.
Right.
All right. So, yes, that's what's going on. And we're going to keep you updated. There's a lot of energy surrounding us today just because of that.
Yes.
Today is also Tuesday, and we are going to do Shine a Light. That's when you guys get to call in. 800-292-5150 is the number. And you get to shine a light on somebody doing something positive. And I feel like this is a fan favorite, and it's a great way to start the show.
It's a perfect way. And it also makes you conscious of who I need to thank, who I need to be appreciative about. So I like this part of the show.
Sometimes when somebody does something, I'll be like, excuse me, what's your name?
That's exactly what we do.
And they have a name tag on. I'm like, okay, let me make sure I remember to shout this person out. So I think it's a great thing. And then, you know what I love? When people hit you up like, oh my God, I heard you shouting me out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, because sometimes we do things and, we don't do it for recognition.
Right.
But it's so nice when somebody can be like, that was amazing how you X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, because you think sometimes people aren't paying attention to you, and they are.
Right.
Yes.
So that's the whole goal of Shine a Light on them. So that's what y'all are going to do today. Spread some of that love. 800-292-5150 is the number. And if you don't get through and you don't get a chance to make it on the air, you can always leave a message.
Okay.
Because we do Last Word every day, too. And that's when we check all of your voicemails and we play them at the end of the show. All right? So 800-292-5150. Shine a light on them. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee, and we are shining a light on them. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Good morning, Angela.
Now, Jasmine, you wanted to shine a light on a little cutie pie.
Yes, I wanted to shine a light on a little girl. Her name is Alora. Angela and I met her while we were walking in the street in Manhattan yesterday. She stopped me she was with her dad, and she had a camera, and she wanted to take a picture of my crazy hair.
Okay.
So we stopped, and she gave me what angles I needed to be at, and she was really pleasant. And then her dad.
How old do you think she was?
I was thinking like 8.
Yeah, she's cute little girl. She had a camera.
She had her little camera. She was hustling. Her dad was with her, and they were taking pictures, I guess, of weird people or interesting people or things or whatever. And then her dad realized who Angela was, so he was like, after the girl, his daughter, took a picture, he was like, Angela Yee? Is that you? And so it was a cute moment. But anyway, I just wanted to shout out Alora. I thought it was really sweet how she's taken up photography, apparently.
Yeah.
So she's probably in school right now.
I'm passionate about that, too. I went to school for photography also.
You did? And you took my, I didn't have maternity photos, but the photos I
you
did
were,
take.
secretly pregnant.
Yeah, I was secretly pregnant.
All right, well, let's see who you guys want to shine a light on. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up? This is Trav.
Hey, Trav.
It's our baby Trav. Why your phone sound like that?
Oh, it sound better now?
Yes, that's better.
What's up, Jazzy?
Sorry, I was drinking. What's up, Trav? Where's the dog?
right here, running around playing.
Okay.
PNB. All right, who you want to shine a light on, Trav?
You already know I'm calling to shine a light on you and on Jazz for allowing me to come out there and co-host with you guys, which I totally appreciate. I had so much fun. Jazz bought us lunch. You let me sit up there with y'all. Anybody that buy me lunch, you forever good in my book. You feed me, then you my best friend.
Oh, that's easy. Okay.
Now, how was Philly feeling? They had their Philly's own. Trav was up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Look, I had my coworkers like, yeah, I turned the radio on and I heard you up there. I was like, yeah, a little something slight.
Well, good. Well, Chad, we appreciate
it, though, you.
Now, I appreciate you for taking your time to even come up here and do this. You've been rocking with us since the very beginning, which wasn't that long ago.
But no, y'all be safe. I'm about to go clock into work.
All right, thanks, Trav.
Appreciate it.
Nicole, who do you want to shine a light on?
Hi, Angela. I want to shine a light on this business that really helped my skin. It's Scrub for Love. They're on Instagram at scrubforlove_, and their website is scrubforlove.com.
Okay.
I actually suffer from like dry skin. I had dark marks like literally all over my chest, on my face. I went to like the store and bought all these products. Nothing worked for me, and I actually seen them on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So I actually bought their products, and I've been using it for about like 6 or 7 months, and they've been working for me. So I felt like I wanted to shine a light on that business. It's a small business, and it's also Black-owned and female-owned as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Scrub for Love, baby. I'm glad. I want to see the difference. Can you DM it to me?
Yeah, sure. You want me to DM you some pictures?
Yes, I want to see the improvement. I love that.
Okay, cool. I definitely will. Thanks, Angela.
Thank you,
Bye.
Nicole.
Have a good day, ladies.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on Them. Again, that number is 800-292-5150. And there's a lot going on today. And one other thing that happened is Leonardo DiCaprio testified for the prosecution at the trial of Praz from the Fugees. We'll give you those details on Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
All right, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
I'm back.
She's back. TK Kirkland's supposed to be here co-hosting.
Where's he at, Angela?
I think he was lying about where he was. He was like, I'm outside. And then it's been like 40 minutes.
I know.
But he'll be here shortly.
Okay.
All right, now Black China, she was recently doing a round. She was up here on Way Up with Angela Yee too.
Yes.
She's gotten rid of her fillers. She's gotten rid of her injections. Mm-hmm. And it seems like she is way happier.
Okay.
She also now has showed off her doctorate. She posted a picture of herself with her kids, and she said on January 17th, 2023, I got my doctorate of liberal arts from Sacramento Theological Seminary and Bible College, Dr. Angela Renee White.
So does this mean she can be like a pastor or work in like theology or something? What does that mean?
I would guess it's a $10,000 tuition doctorate program.
Okay.
And so she's believed to have graduated, and they said it's unclear precisely how long this program takes to complete.
Okay.
But it does still require a copy of unofficial high school or college transcripts. So she's been really doing it. Like, she actually also got baptized. She did all of those things. So it feels like it's real.
Yep. Good for her.
All right. Now, Adele, according to reports from Radar Online, and Rich Paul, they're getting married, but the prenup has become a touchy subject.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. This is all according to Radar Online, like I said. And so Adele is worth, according to this, $220 million, and Rich Paul is worth $120 million. Both, by the way, getting it. So I don't feel like Rich Paul could be with Adele for her money. He's got plenty of his own.
Yeah.
And they said he's more famous now because of Adele. That's true. I mean, he was doing his thing, but Adele, he wasn't like putting himself in the spotlight like that.
It raised his profile.
All right. So her friends are telling her allegedly that the smart thing to do is to get an ironclad prenup. And so she wants to play it safe. So according to this Radar Online report, they're saying it's a little bit, making things a little bit tense.
I can see that.
Between the two of them. But I don't know if I believe that. I believe that when you have hundreds of millions like that, it's okay for both of you to say, I'm going to leave with what I came with.
Angela, would you get a prenup if you were Adele?
Yes.
Okay. You need to let me finish the question.
And I think Rich Paul should too.
I believe so too.
Look at that. TK Kirkland's here. I knew it. We got some flowers.
He came in with 50 flowers.
Look at these. Are beautiful.
Those are really pretty.
TK.
Always love.
Isn't that so nice?
That's so sweet.
Put my flowers here. And then we're in the middle of doing Yee tea. We're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio now. He testified yesterday for the prosecution.
Oh,
This is at Praz's trial. Praz from the Fugees. You know he's on trial. as we've been watching this, they said that when he came in, the jurors were before that a little bit like sleepy, not paying attention. But as soon as he walked in, it was at attention.
Right.
And people were really watching what he was doing. Now, this whole trial that's happening with Praz is because he's accused of participating in a global campaign finance conspiracy that was funded by Joe Low. He's a Malaysian businessman who allegedly stole billions of dollars from a Malaysian sovereign wealth fund. And that guy is on the run. They can't even find him. So
Where's
right
he
now,
at?
Praz is, we don't know.
Okay.
Praz is on trial by himself. But apparently they're saying that he gave money to Praz to help try to influence elections and things like that.
Okay.
Wow.
But Leonardo DiCaprio said that he spoke with Lowe in 2012 about the ongoing presidential election. That's Obama. And he said it was a casual conversation about what party he was in support of. I told him what party I was in support of. And he told me that he and a group are going to make a significant contribution. The donation was around $20 or $30 million.
And that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
And he said it. Wow,
And
that's
that
a lot
went
of
to
money.
prize?
Huh?
That went to prize in the gentleman?
Well, that was supposedly, allegedly for Obama's campaign, but I think you're not allowed to contribute from another country, so it had to go through somebody. So that's what this whole trial is about.
Okay.
If you're not allowed to do that. He also gave money to DiCaprio's environmental foundation, and he bought a painting at a fundraising event. So we don't know how much he spent. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we're going to talk about last night. You know, TK Kirkland is here now. So I'm excited about that. Your guest co-hosting today. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
Oh, and my guy TK Kirkland is here.
And the love. Come on, let's show the love. Let's get the energy in the room. That's
Clap it
right.
up for TK
Got to have the energy.
What happened? What took you so long?
Well, here's the thing. This is my first time in this area.
Yeah,
She a
we're in a
hater
new
gonna throw me
building.
under the bus. You know what I'm saying? But I had to give my baby flowers because ever
He
since
always gets me flowers.
ever since exactly, I would never walk in here empty-handed.
Oh, I love
I'd
it.
have
Never.
felt like if he came in here without flowers, I'd have been like, what did I do?
Exactly, and I'd have felt bad. And I even called your producer. I said, listen, there's no way I could come upstairs without having flowers. And by being in this new area, I had to find where to get them from.
Okay.
So she's worth every flower in there. So
I love it.
my
That's
girl.
so sweet.
He always checks on me too, and he congratulates me when he saw the new shows, and then said, I'm gonna come up there. So
Yes.
He's checking in.
and he not only did he say he was gonna come up here, but he told me way in advance.
Oh,
that he
yes.
was
Oh, you're
gonna
a
come up
planner.
here.
Oh no, I tell him.
He has to though,
Yeah.
because his schedule is so busy.
And I tell him like last year that I'm coming.
Yeah, he did.
Like
I
I
mean,
go that far.
He
It's
does.
far in advance. I said in June of 2029, I'm gonna be there.
I love
Be in New York these days.
I love it.
But listen, About Last Night is a segment where we talk about what we did last night,
Okay.
and you're gonna love this. Last night, we were filming Lip Service, and we had an artist, Masego, on.
Okay.
Right, Masego's amazing. He's like a trap jazz artist.
Okay.
we call it.
Super talented.
He's from Jamaica. He's from Kingston, but he was raised like in Virginia. His dad is in the military. But he was talking about the craziest thing he ever did in a relationship.
Okay.
And here's what he had to say. What's the craziest thing that you would say you've done in a relationship?
I bought my lady ex's barbershop and just turned it into something else.
Wait.
It's okay.
Her ex owned a barbershop.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to go for the jugular.
Yeah, you gotta spread
So
this
boom,
one.
we have woman right here. We have her man who is a barber, and he
Okay.
was succeeding. Then he owned a barber shop. Then they broke up, and then her and I got together. But then at that time, I was still in my crazy Gemini. She can only be with me, and I was like, we could keep it a barbershop, but then he would still have his job. So we just gonna take the barbershop away.
Gosh.
That is a crazy flex, yo.
Yes, I bought his barbershop so he wouldn't have a job anymore.
Wow, that's crazy.
Now, TK, I know you've probably done some crazy things.
You know, I'm such an OG that I think that
When you were younger.
yeah,
so-
when you're young, you don't kiss and tell. I'm that kind of gentleman.
Okay, but you never did nothing crazy like that? Like, just did something like...
Yeah, I'm the guy that buy a woman a car, let the guy and tell her let her dude drive the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm that kind of dude because I'm so busy. I want the women that I date to have companionship.
Okay,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
generous.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I'm that dude. I'm the dude that I'll take your girl shopping, buy diamonds and all that stuff. But because I feel kind of guilty, we'll get you to do something too.
Wow.
So you don't mind that? It's
No, I don't mind.
That's an ego thing. I feel like that's a like.
No, because she has to come in with bags so that he can be happy. So if I fly out of town again,
right,
she'll continue
now,
seeing
what if she
me.
Oh my goodness.
What if she tells you something that he wants? Like, hey, so.
No, it don't work that way.
No, it don't work that way.
Yeah, it don't work that way.
Glasses that he really
Yeah,
likes.
no. It got to be from my heart.
Yo, that is wild.
It got to be from my heart. You know what I'm saying? But I got good taste though.
Oh my!
Okay,
this is so wild.
Yeah,
to me.
I'll get you scarves. You know, I'll get you slippers, Louis Vuitton slippers.
The woman that you're dealing with, you'll also get her dude something too, because
if she's not really my girl.
Okay, a woman that you're dealing with. That's what I said, a woman that you're dealing with.
Yeah. I do. That's my trademark.
Okay,
Santa. He's
that's
Santa
nice.
Claus.
I like that. Yes, I am.
We want to hear what you guys have to say about the craziest things that you've ever done in a relationship. That is a little crazy.
Yes, it is.
That is wild.
Like psychotic. All right, 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. We are talking about the craziest things that you've ever done in a relationship. 800-292-5150. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the back. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm Angela Yee. TK Kirkland is here, guest hosting. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, and we are doing About Last Night. We're talking about Masego's story. He said that he did the craziest thing in a relationship. He bought the woman's ex's barbershop so that he could get him fired from his job, and we're asking you, what is the craziest thing that you've ever done in a relationship? 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Way Up with Angela Yee.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
And TK Kirkland is here.
Yes, I am.
By the
Yes,
way,
I
happy
am.
belated birthday.
Thank you, darling.
Yesterday
There's
was
always
your
much love
birthday.
with you. Always. Yes.
And we're talking about craziest things that we've ever done in a relationship. I feel like I've done a few things when I was younger
Yeah.
that were crazy.
Like what?
One time this guy was cheating on me. I actually went through his phone and found out, and I put the two girls on a message together.
Oh, that's creative. And
Explain that again.
He was cheating on me with two different girls, and I put the girls on a message together.
and what'd you say?
Nothing. I didn't say who I was.
Okay.
I just stayed out of it and let them talk amongst each other.
That was
That's
good. I like
clever.
that. Yeah.
I told you she was always clever. She's scary, yo. Angela's scary.
I like that.
What about you, Jasmine?
I don't think I have anything.
Nothing?
Yeah, I don't want to share it though. It's a
Oh,
little-
okay.
yeah.
She's like, I don't want to
Okay,
share.
I respect that.
And
I
TK,
respect
you
that.
said you haven't done too much crazy.
No, I've done a lot crazy. I just, you
Plead
get
the
to a
fifth.
certain point in life, it's just best to be quiet.
He's like, my birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, it's best to be quiet.
Well, guess what? We want to hear your stories. 800-292-5150. We're talking about the craziest things we've done in a relationship. Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Ty.
Ty, you're on with TK Kirkland and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand and me, Angela Yee. We're talking craziness. What did you do?
Don't judge me. But I stabbed him.
What?
You did what?
You stabbed him. That's criminal.
Stabbed him.
Oh.
It was criminal. But he didn't tell on me. I took him to the hospital, but he didn't tell on me.
Wow.
I sat there with him.
Exactly.
Where did you
Not
stab?
tell
Where'd you
on
stab
me.
him?
In his left side of his.
He died?
No.
she didn't kill him.
No, he didn't die.
It's so
I didn't kill
horrifying.
him.
Did you guys stay together after that?
We did.
Are you still together?
He did. No, we're divorced now.
Why'd you stab
Thank
him?
God.
What did he do? He did something.
He brought a woman in our house.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I want to say stabbing's not the answer,
It's not. It's not.
but yeah. I can't believe he brought a woman in the house. Now that's a violation.
And a lot of young
Yes,
men have
and not
done
only
that.
did he bring her in the house, he was using the money out of our account, rent, all kind of stuff. And I found that out after the fact. I thought I took him back, but yeah.
Oh my
Him and her
God.
was in the bed together. It was kind of like a little rage going on. I didn't touch her because at the end of the day, it wasn't her fault. I wasn't dating her.
Nice.
So
but-
you caught them
Yeah.
physically in the house.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What did you catch them doing?
And you
What-
stabbed him, didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the house, surprised. It was his day off. I said, okay, I'm going to bring lunch or whatever.
Oh.
And I heard, some noise in the bedroom. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
And see, the handgun was in the bedroom, so he lucky I didn't get that.
Oh, that's a crime of passion. Yeah, he's definitely lucky you did not shoot him. And I want to just say, as a disclaimer, violence is never the answer.
You really have to control yourself walking in. I don't care how cool you are,
right?
What you think you are. If you actually see it, a man always told me, unforeseen occurrences. Mm-hmm. You think you're prepared, but then you're really not prepared.
Woo.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we're glad that you're okay. You're not locked up, and I'm glad that he wasn't a hypocrite.
And they're divorced now. Thank
you know
God,
what I mean? Because
you
can get stabbed and be a hypocrite and still press charges, knowing that you caused problems to that person. So I'm glad he was a man and took it on the chin.
He took an L.
Yeah.
He took that.
Okay. What's up, Z?
Hey.
Hey. So you got a crazy story something you did in a relationship?
Yeah. A while ago when I was in college, I was messing with this dude, and I forgot what he did. I don't know if he cheated or was messing with somebody else, but I knew of a place that him and his family member was staying at, and to kind of take my anger out, I went to that apartment complex or the place that they were staying at, and I pretty much robbed his apartment complex and threw everything in a dumpster down the street.
Wow.
And then I guess 30 minutes later, I came to my senses and felt bad, and I took everything back and put it back in the house so I wouldn't get in trouble for it.
Oh, my gosh.
So wait, so you broke in,
stole,
robbed everything, put it in the garbage, but then you put it back?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. No.
The putting it back part is crazy.
No, yeah, that's the crazy part. What kind of things did you take out?
I didn't want to get in trouble for it.
Okay.
She came to her senses I ain't trying to go to jail now.
Consequences.
What kind of things did you take out initially?
Just everything. It was kind of abandoned. It wasn't really abandoned, but all the lights and stuff was off. But so all they had was in there was clothes and shoes and stuff. So I took their clothes and their sheets and everything. I just threw it all in the dumpster.
Okay.
Did they ever find out you did that?
Yeah, that's the question I want to ask.
I don't know.
Okay.
Nobody contacted me about it, so
yeah, you didn't get caught.
I don't think so.
Why does she smell like dumpster?
Like trash in here.
Right. Well, thank you, Z.
You're welcome.
Take care, Z.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Lisa.
Lisa, what's the craziest thing you've ever done in a relationship?
Okay, so my guy had started lying to me 6 months into the relationship, and he had a business trip that was 7-hour driving distance away. So I drove all the way to Storm to his hotel room, added my name to the reservation, broke into his hotel room, and got into his room while he was sleeping and drunk and passed out. Went through his phone.
Oh my gosh!
And when he woke up in the middle of the night, I hid in the tub.
You hid
and
in
he
the
found
tub?
me. Yeah, I hid in the tub because I was in his room.
Oh my gosh! This had to feel crazy.
Well, anyway, he woke up and he found me. I quickly hid in the tub, and he went to use the bathroom, and he looked in the mirror, and I guess he
was
heard
scared.
something, and he found me. Yeah.
He was scared. Did he scream?
No, he didn't scream. He jumped up, and he was shocked. He didn't know. He wanted to know how I got into the room, because this is a hotel room,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a conversation. Of course, I found a lot on his phone.
Oh.
And that was basically, it was over after that.
He didn't have a woman there with him, though, did he?
No, he didn't, but he might as well have, because what I discovered in his phone was a lot.
What, TK?
I'm tripping. You drove all the way there just to check your dude's phone and then break up with him. That's like him. Some women break up with a man because he watched porn. And I used to say this, why would you break up with the dude? Because he was porn. The woman is not in the bedroom with him, but some women take that as a violation.
But she found other things in his phone. He was texting.
Yeah. He was
but she still checked the phone.
He was trying to call escorts that night, and he was trying to call escorts, and I found the history, contacts.
But let me explain something to you why you're wrong. I'm gonna explain to you why you're wrong from a G, because so many people on this planet do things wrong, and they still good people. And you happen to, whatever your fears are in your life, and no disrespect, you could be cheating, you probably was cheating, and you probably felt that he was cheating, so because you felt guilty, you wanted to catch it. So who drives in the rain 7 hours just to check someone's phone? And then you break up with him, and the girl wasn't even in the bedroom.
Well, he was trying to call escorts, and she found all that in his phone, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And he was lying a lot before this trip.
You know what? I will say this.
Over there.
The lesson is though, when
listening.
you know what somebody's doing,
You don't need
when
to
they're
do all
doing it,
that,
you don't
yeah.
even need to do all. You knew what it was.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was just you needed
I did.
confirmation,
You wanted confirmation.
right?
Yes.
And you're not wrong. And I'm glad I tell people this all the time. Don't look, and then when you find out, stay with somebody. If you want to look
That's true,
and find
too.
something, you
something
got to
about
get
it.
out of there.
And that's
If you-
maturity.
Or let them cheat in peace.
Yeah, that's maturity. Because some people will keep you and be everybody's
Yeah,
miserable
yeah.
for the rest of your life.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, that was from About Last Night. Thank y'all for sharing. It was all women calling up, telling their crazy stories, but I'm glad that both TK, Kirkland, and Masego told theirs already. When we come back, we have Yeetie. We'll talk about Mary J. Blige. She was on the Drew Barrymore show, and she got into it about her divorce, about her BET series, and all of that, and some advice that she got from Puff. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
And TK Kirkland.
That's right. That's right.
For the first time ever,
That's
co-hosting
right.
on the
My
show.
baby with my girl.
I know that's right. And let's talk about Mary J. Blige first. She was on the Drew Barrymore show, and she talks about a lot of different things. We love Mary.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. Yes,
By
we
the way,
do.
we'll be at the Strength of a Woman Festival in Atlanta.
Yes, we will.
For the Lip Service podcast. And one thing she talked about was finally loving herself.
I'm for once in my life enjoying Mary, and just embracing everything about me, you know, accepting the good, the bad, the ugly, the things I can change, the things I can't change. It's just all me, and I'm not going to get another me, so I'm just embracing it, you know, and it's a process every day, you know, saying wonderful things about myself, to myself, even things I don't believe, as long as it's wonderful.
Oh, okay.
I like that. Because, all right, she also talked about finally, I want to get to this and
Right.
then I'll say why.
Okay.
Finally feeling self-love.
I developed this when I got a divorce. While I was in the marriage, and for years I've been just insecure, didn't like the sound of my voice, didn't like what I looked like, didn't like anything about myself. And then when I got married, the person just really watered that seed of my own self-doubt and my own insecurity and made it worse.
Yes.
And I heard TDJ said, what you say about yourself and how you think about yourself is way more important and effective than what anybody else can say or think about you.
That is absolutely true.
I wanted to holler at Mary years ago.
I bet.
What's stopping you now?
It's too late now.
Okay, all
So
right.
what stopped you then?
I was just busy and I was just exploring the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I should have pulled her. I could have got her.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Women love men that are funny and charming too.
Yeah, and I'm very
That sense of humor.
confident.
A
You know
sense
what
of
I'm
humor
saying?
go a long way.
Yeah, and I got a little swag about
Yeah,
myself.
and you like
know
to
what I'm
give
saying?
gifts, too.
And I like to give gifts, absolutely.
He's very charming. All right. In addition, she talked about Diddy being inspirational to her younger self.
Puffy, he was a huge inspiration. When I came in the game, I didn't like myself. I didn't want success. I was afraid of it. But watching him, he wanted it so bad, and he was it. It was just like, okay, I'm going to learn this. Him, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, President Obama. It's just so many people to say, you know what, I can do it too. You know, and they've inspired me.
Okay.
We love hearing Mary talk. That's part of why I think women always have connected so much to her music.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
yes,
she's
yes,
like one of us.
Right,
yeah, we
right.
can understand it.
Y'all all been hurt.
sympathize,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Well, yeah.
Because
yeah.
all her songs is
if you
about
want to say
pain.
it like
Not
that.
all about pain.
She
had some joyful
Let me tell you the
songs.
coldest. It's two songs she made that was phenomenal. One that was when she was with Lil' Kim. When Lil' Kim did the intro.
I Can Love You Better.
Oh my
I can
God.
love you better.
That song, man. Let me
She
tell you,
can.
that
I bet
was
you
the
like
beat.
that one, TK
Yes.
Kirkland.
And what's the
yes.
second song?
I can't remember.
Why would you get us all hyped like
I know,
that?
but I can't remember the second song. but you know, what can I tell you? I can't remember everything.
All right.
All right, and Bobby Brown has pulled out of the New Edition tour dates due to exhaustion. He's been through a lot, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
In his life, just everything around him. So.
And let's give an applause for Bobby Brown for overachieving everything. I think that's important because if anybody was going to not be on this planet, you would have swore it was going to be Bobby Brown.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's a fact.
And listen,
Yeah, you're right.
he got to take care of himself, but I will say we'd be disappointed if we were going to see the New Edition show.
I want to see Bobby.
You want to see
But
Bobby?
I understand he needs to take care of himself,
Right.
so I get it.
We send him some love,
Yes.
all right?
So
Shout out, Bobby. I'll call you.
And that is your Yeetie. Now, when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily headline stories. They're flying under the radar, but you need to know them. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
The news.
I got news.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. And TK Kirkland is guest co-hosting. Before we get into the Under the Radar, I'm following what's happening with Donald Trump as he's turning himself in.
Okay, what's going on?
Yes, and that's for his criminal arraignment. They're showing us a judge that's going to be there at the time.
Okay.
Are they letting the cameras in?
I'm sure.
Okay.
He's the first former president to face criminal charges when he gets arraigned today. That's going to be a first. So it's a historic moment in U.S. history. They're showing what the scene is like outside the Manhattan courthouse and also outside of Trump Tower where he's staying. That's a couple of blocks from here.
Yes, it sure is.
We got to walk past there.
Okay, the Jasmine brand did a story on Instagram and it said judge bans live coverage during the hearing. So I think we'll see him coming in and coming out.
They said it's only going to be a few seconds. They take him through a back entrance. He's coming up the elevator and he's going to go right in. But what was crazy, and for people to know, never talk bad about the judge you're about to be in front of.
Relax,
and
right?
That's exactly what he did. He talked about this judge, and he's about to understand why you don't do that.
Well, his videographer is traveling with him.
Okay, so they'll probably
So
post.
Donald Trump is getting all this behind the scenes footage. He's probably trying to put out a documentary. I don't know.
Yeah, you know Donald thinking about a check.
God bless him.
All right,
God bless
so
him,
we're going to
right.
keep you updated because this is all unfolding as we're here. Now let's get to the under the radar stories. That was a above the radar story.
Okay.
Right.
All right, let's talk about the best place to live in America. And this suburb in Philly is #1 for the 4th year in a row. Shout out to everybody listening in Philly.
Wow.
Shout out to Philly.
Chesterbrook, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You are #1.
And this is the 4th year in a row?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And so #2 was Colonial Village, Arlington, Virginia. #3 is Ardmore, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. #4, Hyde Park, Spanish Town Creek in Tampa, Florida. #5, another suburb in Philadelphia, Penn Wynn. And then there's another one at #9. Philly is on this list.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Deep.
Yes. So the reason why is the high-ranking education system. All right. Also, it's near several colleges.
Okay.
And Chesterbrook has high scores in education, housing, and also in its reviews from residents. But it does not do well in affordability and weather.
Okay.
But
What's the
it's
median
fine.
the median listing home price? That's what in Chesterbrook, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
$434,000.
Okay.
All right. Google Flights is testing out a price guarantee program. I love this. Now, TK, you plan your flights, years in advance.
Years in advance. It was a time I would do flights 2 days in advance, like when I was coming up in the game, and I say, but I was doing so many different things, legal to this is when they had travel agents back in the day. So over the years, I taught myself just to know my schedule, know it way in advance. That's why when I book things, I tell promoters I got to know today what I'm doing next year, and then when I get there, I book my show. When that show's over, I book it for the same date the next year, so I know exactly what I'm doing.
Now, did you say something about doing things illegally?
Yeah, when I was younger, when I say illegal,
I was like, wait, you skip over that.
Let me say to you what I mean. When I say legal, I had to do so many different things to do tickets at the last minute.
Okay.
Right? You had to lie about something, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, okay.
But,
I had a death in the family.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Got it.
So as you become a true professional and you really know your business, like I heard you had to call somebody to take care of your car service. See, I do all that myself.
Right.
So I like to know, in 2029, April 3rd, I know what
Where
I'm
you're gonna
doing
be.
at 3:00 in the afternoon is already on my calendar.
All right. Well, that is your, those are your under the radar stories. Google Flights. You can do a price guarantee. They could pay you back if your ticket gets cheaper. You don't have to worry about that.
Wow, that's cool.
But when we come back, we do have the Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour. Plus, we have Ask Yee happening today. And we got some fun things we're going to be doing with you guys. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Angela Yee is way up.
On the way up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
Want to take on that role of being the black woman that's going to stand up for the girls that may not have a voice. So I'm happy I can be the role model and the person that everyone looks up to, and even just the one that can say those things that other people may not want to say. So I'm just happy right now.
I love how she's handling this.
Because no matter what anybody says, that's a race thing. You have no problem when the white ball player did it. And I do want to point out, Caitlin Clark didn't say anything negative about the gesture. It
wasn't her.
Everybody else reporting on it.
She kept it classy. She ignored her. She kept it focused. And because I did see
it's
that
a competition.
Right, it's a competition.
It's a sport.
And she knows I did it to you first.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Now, here's what Angel Reese had to say for all the young women who look like her.
Just keep being you. Never let anybody ever tell you no or tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that. I've always just stood in my skin and just being able to be proud in who I am. I'm very, very confident in who I am, and I think that people that support me, they understand me, who I am, and it always comes from a good heart. So I don't care what anybody has to say about me. I love who I am. I'm Angel Reese, and I feel like I've grown to be this person where everybody loves me for who I am, and I think that's because I'm authentically me.
I love who I am.
I love that. That confidence and her response to everything that's been happening. Now, the president of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy, called Angel Reese a classless piece of ish. Okay, for taunting Caitlin Clark during the championship game. And, you know, Gilly and Wallow are on Barstool Sports.
Right,
they are. They're super popular.
And here's what they had to say.
We don't stand with nothing that Dave Portnoy said. We're not in agreement with that. We're not in alignment with that in any way. And number two, $1 million worth of game LLC is owned by two people, Wallace Peoples and Fernand Rasier. We do not work for Barstool. We have a partnership. We have a licensing deal. 100% ownership is by us. We don't have no bosses.
We don't have no bosses.
That's what's up.
Licensing deal.
All right. And the other thing that happened was, you know, they get to go to the White House, right? The LSU Tigers, because they won the NCAA Women's National Championship title.
Right.
So they should go to the White House, as what happens every single year.
Yes.
But for some reason, First Lady Jill Biden wanted Iowa to come, even though they lost.
Congratulations to both teams. So I know we'll have the champions come to the White House. We always do. So, you know, we'll have LSU come. But you know what? I'm going to tell Joe, I think Iowa should come too, because they played such a good game.
People were not feeling that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, my goodness. So it turns out the First Lady's press secretary went on Twitter. And clarified today, said that Jill Biden admires how far women have advanced in sports since the passing of Title IX, and that her comments in Colorado were intended to applaud the historic game and all women athletes. She looks forward to celebrating the LSU Tigers on their championship win at the White House. And also, Joe Biden tweeted that he's looking forward to welcoming the women's champions, and no mention of Iowa.
So they had to walk that back.
Yeah, they definitely had to.
Because Angel said they weren't going if, you know.
Yeah, she put a joke. And yeah, she said, we're not coming, period.
Pooh. I added Pooh to that.
Yeah, period, Pooh. And I saw Stephen A. Smith responded to Reese, and he said, to Angel Reese, absolutely zero disrespect to the First Lady, but you are 1,000% correct. That is a bad suggestion. Runner-ups don't get invited to the White House. Why are we trying to change it now? I completely agree with you, Angel.
Okay. And I think she was just trying to be inclusive. I think she was just trying to.
She didn't. She was
that
being
doesn't
nice.
happen. That's never happened.
I'm not defending her. I'm thinking in her mind, she was like, why don't they both come?
Yeah, it's just a nice old. Me being old, that's what it was.
Right.
Me being old, that's what it is. You know.
She's like, write down the name of both teams.
Yeah.
We'll explain that joke later. Don't leave your listeners out. Explain that joke later.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
I'm here.
And all morning we've had TK Kirkland here, and he's going to be here tomorrow too.
Yes.
But we want to make sure that people know more about you. And you've been on The Breakfast Club numerous times. Yes, and so, and I've heard these stories, but maybe everybody hasn't. Just how you even started off in comedy, which is such an interesting thing to me, because you're like a hybrid of music and comedy when it comes to.
I like the way you put that.
When it comes to your actual shows, so talk about it.
Yes, but my stand-up originally started because I met a man. Well, it didn't start that way. I met Robin Harris, and then from Robin Harris, I studied how to be a great comedian. Then I took on one night. I went on. Matter of fact, it was Bobby Brown, Albie Shore, Tina Marie, Keith Sweat. We did a concert in Los Angeles, California, And that same day, I met a man that changed my life, and it was the late Eazy-E.
Oh, wow.
And Eazy-E saw my stand-up, and he said, yo, let's go. Took me on my first tour, straight out of Compton. The rest is history. 38 years later, 39 years later, I'm traveling all over the world, selling out. And this weekend, I'm going to be at Comedy in Harlem, ladies and gentlemen, on 100.
I'll be there,
17th Street. Yeah, we're going to have it off the chain. It's almost sold out. They added more shows. But sold out, and they added more shows. So I'm truly excited, you know.
And he's one of those comedians that also has helped launch a lot of people's careers. A lot of people credit TK Kirkland with putting them on.
Oh yeah, my
Give me
man.
some examples.
DL Hughley, Mike Epps, my man, definitely Godfrey, and also handled a lot of people in acting and all that kind of stuff. So you know, it's been a great journey. You know, to be 62 years old. I think one of the flyers.
His birthday was yesterday.
Yes, you know.
You look good.
Thank you. I think I'm one of the flyers senior citizens in this country.
Do you dye your beard?
No, just I just throw on a little soap and what's the stuff that they have?
Beijing?
But yeah, not Beijing yet.
Like that,
You know,
like that
but
mascara stuff.
I'm
that
quite
you're thinking?
sure that in a couple of years I'm gonna have to use.
Because you don't have grays,
Beijing.
really.
Yeah, but I keep my skin cut down low. I mean my hair.
So you
cut
don't
down low.
you don't have. Yeah, I don't see any gray. I see a tad bit.
Yeah, just a tad, but
Yeah.
I keep it low. You know, I never really let it grow out, and
Okay.
I don't have no receding hairlines.
You shave your. You have hair?
Yeah, I just keep
Okay.
it bald. Yeah, I have hair.
No,
you have hair
because he has a hat on. Listen,
Yeah. I keep my hair low. I have no receding hairline, no bald spots.
Okay.
You know? I'm in great shape and tatted all
works,
up.
right? All the
Yeah, everything
equipment
works. Thank
works.
God.
Okay.
Everything works. Everything works. Absolutely.
All right, and speaking of movies, you are going to be starring in a movie.
Oh yes, with my man Baby from Cash Money Millionaires, Baller Blocking 2. We're excited about it. We start shooting in about 6 weeks. So,
Oh, nice. Wow. Where you guys filming?
New Orleans. You know, and I have my new special out called T to the MFK on my own network called TK.network, and it goes to major release July 4th nationally on all platforms.
Nice.
So we're excited.
And you just did Drink Champs, I saw.
Yeah, listen to me. Shout out to Noriega, but
And
plus
alright.
his crew. The way you guys, like the way you have your crew, your team is amazing, and I just think that I just love you. I love Nori. I love Charlemagne and all those guys. You guys are like my family. And that's why I call and check on you like my little sister. And I call, and if she don't call, she'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll say I took time.
He
Out
does.
my day
to text
say
you.
hello
Yes.
to you.
man,
I
let
know
me see.
you saw my
Listen,
text.
you're not the only one that complains about Angela not responding to people.
I be trying.
People
girl.
hit me up trying to get Angela to. People hit me up trying to get Angela to respond to things. So you're not. I'm glad that you said that on air
Yeah,
because
but
people
you know,
think.
and no disrespect, if you don't mind, I want to share the spotlight by myself
I'm sorry,
today.
okay.
You know, I am the person.
I am the one.
I'm concerned. No disrespect to their friends. I'm putting my love on the line. This is my love for my baby. You know what I'm saying?
This is your baby.
Yeah,
This is your
my
moment.
moment. You know what I'm saying?
Can we
So,
talk about your birthday party too?
oh yes, April 15th, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Angela, if you don't know nothing about Angela, listen to me. She's one of the most funniest women I know. Like, she really makes me use all my muscles in my face. That's how hilarious she is. So I've showed her this flyer of my show in Bermuda. She said, well, where's the Bermuda name at on the flyer? I thought you was in Holland, right? Exactly. So we had to call the promoter and tell him. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, can you tell them what I sent it to you? I don't have my glasses on. Can you let them know it's about the show in Bermuda, sweetheart?
Yes, it's going to be at Ruth Seaton, I think. Now, it may not say the place that it's going to be, but we know the
It's
name
in
of the
Bermuda.
venue.
Yes.
It's in Bermuda. Okay. Yeah, Ruth Seaton James Auditorium, Saturday, April 15th. Okay?
Yes, if you got tickets, you got a passport, and you travel, come over to Bermuda, ladies and gentlemen. Stop going down to Miami and New Jersey.
I love Bermuda. All right,
You
well,
know?
listen, we got to get into more. We
Yes.
got Gurus of the Gram coming up, but TK Kirkland is here today and tomorrow. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. TK Kirkland.
Yes, and listen, before we go on, what is that what I smell? Like,
It smells good.
you guys smell,
Yeah,
y'all
I
smell
hope
amazing.
so.
No, when I was taking the picture of Angela, I was smelling and she smelled amazing. I meant to ask you, what is that?
Oh, well, both Jasmine and I are wearing Valentino. Born in Roma Intense. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
love it.
it's intense, boy. It's intense.
Everyone
It smells
compliments
good.
us on this.
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah, it
coming in
smells
here like
good.
it smells good.
And matter of fact, when I was coming in the hall, coming in here, I smelled it. So, yeah, it's
We're going to
a
get
good
you
thing.
some for your daughter.
Yep, absolutely.
All right,
I
but-
appreciate you.
Right now, we're doing Gurus of the Gram.
Okay.
And we're talking about Chris G. Kuperi And, there's a lot of people on social media who give advice, relationship experts. Sometimes they're not. Finance, whatever it is. And we want to see if you agree with some of these gurus of the gram. Here is Chris GQ Perry.
Having a woman but not posting her is a major red flag. And I don't want to hear you keep your personal life private. You just don't want other women to know you're in a relationship so you can keep your options open. A committed man in a relationship that's actively posting on social media will willingly post his woman because he's proud to have her and he's proud to flaunt her.
Okay. And so I think the three of us all don't necessarily agree with that.
Right.
TK, have you ever, because you've been in this business for quite some time, ever posted a woman on your social media?
No, I don't believe in it.
Never, not one time?
No, not one time.
You don't think
I take pictures with my fans after the show. That's it.
But I'm talking about somebody you're...
No. Everybody take a picture with I love them.
Has any of the women that you deal with feel a way about you not posting them on social media?
Nope. And nobody better not even ask me nothing like that.
All right. Bet not.
What about you, Jasmine? You ever posted a bae on social media?
I don't know. I don't know that I have.
I think I did on Twitter. No, Twitter.
No, I have on their birthday one time.
Okay.
I don't think I was with them at the time, but on the birthday, I think I did.
You wait till we broke up to post.
I think so. I think so.
Till we break up.
So. Or maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've definitely posted my man before, but I didn't tag it like this is my boyfriend.
Okay, I missed it because I'm always on your Instagram.
Yeah, I've never said this is my person. I've never said that.
Okay.
And then people were in my comments like, oh, okay, I see you and your
man. But can they look at you and tell? Like, would you have this certain look in your eye?
I don't have it anymore, so I don't know.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The look is gone.
I think you could tell when a woman is in a picture with a certain guy.
Yeah, you could tell.
You could sense it. Like, that must be her dude.
What about if you, will you ever post like your hands together? You know, people do the post with the hand but no face.
I got old hands.
Or like
I'm not putting my hands
or like
on.
Somebody's watch. You'll put your watches together.
Right. Yeah, I love that. Everybody got something different.
That's cute. That's subtle. Yeah. I don't mind sneakers or something, or like we both got cute sneakers on or something like that. But I'm not adding.
But I bet people won't show their toes at the same time.
All right. Well, let's see what you guys think about whether or not you should post your significant other on the gram. Is it a red flag? Hello, who's this?
This is, oh my God, it's just Angela Yee.
Hi.
How are you? My name is T.
Hey, T.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Now, do you agree with Chris GQ Perry, or do you agree with TK Kirkland about posting your significant other on social media? Is that a red flag if you don't?
I don't think it's a red flag if you don't. I just feel that people have a choice if they want to be private or if they want to just keep it a secret.
Okay.
It's a difference in the definition of it. Most people that are secret are ones that can't really post in significant other because they're doing things they shouldn't.
Now that does sound like a red flag.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're private, it's just because sometimes you just want to protect your peace.
So what do you do?
Mine's private.
Okay.
I am very private. Like, because me and my friend have a lot of mutuals. So I don't even want the conflict of like, oh, wow, so we're private. I mean, he cares about me, I care about him, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Happy.
That's sweet.
I mean, I don't have anything to prove to the world, nothing to show off, because to me, it doesn't make a difference for anybody else if I show you who I'm with. As long as you know I'm happy and I'm glowing, that's all that matters.
Okay, all right. People nosy though, but yes, thank you. T.
Wish you the best, T.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is D. Good afternoon. Great show, by the way.
Thank you, D. It's me, TK Kirkland and Jasmine. Do you post your bae on the gram?
Well, actually, I've been on both sides where I was in a relationship where I wasn't getting posted at all, and it seemed kind of fishy. So, unfortunately, it was not a good relationship. Later, I found that out, and I am currently in a relationship where neither of us post each other. We live together, and it's one of the healthiest relationships I ever had. Now, something that I would like to add is that a lot of people post their relationships, but nobody really knows what's going on behind closed doors. So it could all be all happy and smiles in front of the camera, but nobody really knows what's going on behind closed doors. So what I do in private with my relationship, how I treat the person that I'm with counts more than what I'm actually posting. That's just my opinion.
Okay. All right, but he's in a healthy one where he is posting her. But you're right. Sometimes people try to show only the good things, and it might not be so good.
They be stabbing each other as soon as you get off.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, they're probably choking each other right after they take the picture, for all we know.
You guys are so extreme. But thank you, D.
All right. Thank you. Have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Choking each other. Right. Smile for the camera.
I love Angela.
All right. Well, that was our Gurus of the Gram. We always, by the way, laugh at some of these, but sometimes we're like, this is so true, girl.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
I feel like this was a good one.
Yeah. And because people are torn about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for participating, everyone who called in. 800-292-5150. You can still call and leave a message for the last word in case you didn't make it through. And when we come back, it is a critical time right now. Just a couple of blocks away from where we are in Manhattan. Donald Trump is getting ready to surrender to the Manhattan District Attorney. Ooh. And we are going to give you the updates as they're happening just to fill you in so that we're all informed on what's going on, because this is actually historic. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
Did you know that hiring for an open position can take up to 11 weeks on average? And if you're hiring, do you really have that kind of time to wait? Of course not. So stop waiting and start using ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find qualified candidates for all your roles fast. See why 3.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/wayup to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/WAYUP. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
My text Team 64.
The all-new Nissan Ariya is a fully loaded EV. It's brimming with style and power.
Up to 389 horses of it.
Innovation and...
See Richard & Son mattress experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process to find you the right pillow, the right comfort, the right technology, and the right adjustable base so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. And right now, buy a Tempur-Pedic or Stearns Enforcer mattress and get up to $300 towards any other same-day purchase. Buy any Seale mattress $5.99 and up and get a free TV up to 55 inches with your purchase. And delivery is free too. And now through April 30th, use your PC Richard & Son credit card and get 24-month special financing on all mattress purchases $9.99 and up. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son, the local company you can trust for your new mattress.
Financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. Some exclusions apply. See stores for details.
Before their household names, before their headlining festivals.
Remy Martin Cognac, 40% alcohol by volume. Imported by Remy Cointreau USA, New York, New York. Please drink responsibly. No purchase necessary. It's 4/16/2023. For official rules, visit power1051fm.com.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. Y'all gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And TK Kirkland is here.
Yes, I am. You better believe it.
And today is a historic day. Former President Donald Trump is set to surrender to authorities. So they're saying that he should be before the judge, Judge Juan Mertan, at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time.
So an hour from right now.
Yes, about an hour. He's expected to be fingerprinted and then arraigned in court. The charges, and there's about 30 counts
That's a lot.
are related to document fraud. They're unknown right now because the indictment against him is under seal, but they will be unsealed and made public once he is arraigned.
Yes.
So
then we'll find out what all the charges are after he's arraigned.
And it's going to be very serious.
Okay.
Guarantee it.
So this is all dealing with hush money payments that were allegedly made to two women who claim to have had affairs with Donald Trump. You know, Stormy Daniels.
Yes.
Stormy.
And he has, of course, denied any type of wrongdoing. Now, you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Congresswoman from Georgia, QAnon conspiracy theorist, she actually organized a rally in support of Donald Trump. But not a lot of people
showed up,
are there to support that rally. There's actually more people who are in the media and who are also blowing whistles while she's trying to speak, so you can't hear anything that she's saying.
So it's like anti-Trump supporters showed up.
Right.
And Donald Trump is planning to give a speech tonight at Mar-a-Lago after he returns to Florida.
So he's going to do we know for sure he's going to be able to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he can leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just arraignment.
Just arraignment.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's
this is where we find out what the charges are.
Right.
Okay, and so then he's going to find that out, and then he's out of here.
And the judge might give a gag order, so he may not be able to say anything.
I can't imagine him obeying that.
Yeah, but the judge will lock you up.
Yeah, he would have to. I think even his attorneys would be like,
Does he get a mugshot? No.
No, they say they won't give him a mugshot.
Okay.
Now, some people, of course, on the other side are saying that his arraignment is a bad day for all of us. Senator Marco Rubio said that.
Okay.
He said today American politics crosses a line that is never going to come back from. He said these charges, which have not been made public yet, are ridiculous. He said after today, every prosecutor in America that wants to make a name for themselves now is going to have permission to basically go after someone in the other party. And we are going to regret this whether you like Trump or not.
Okay.
But I also feel like you can't just break the law because you used to be the president. You're not the president anymore. And even if you were, if you break the law, there should be some type of repercussions that come along with that, just like a regular citizen.
Just like a regular
I'm wondering,
citizen.
I can't wait to see what the charges are.
Yeah, that's going to change the whole thing because they won't talk about Stormy Daniels no more.
Right.
You'll see all these other things and why this DA brought him to...
Went after him, yeah.
Went after him.
And this has been going on for 5 years, by the way, that the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, has been researching and
building his case.
Now, the judge has denied a request from several media outlets to allow cameras to cover live courtroom proceedings. But the court will allow a limited number of videographers, photographers, and radio journalists to be present.
Okay.
But no photos or live video during the court session. But there will be 5 pool photographers who can take pictures for several minutes before the hearing begins.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to see what happens. But, this all started while Trump was still in office.
Right.
And it relates to a $130,000 payment made by Trump's then personal attorney, Michael Cohen, to Stormy Daniels. That was in October of 2016, before the presidential election. And that was to silence her from going public about an alleged affair with Trump a decade earlier. Now, he has denied this affair. So,
And that's where he should have been honest. They make it seem it was wrong to have an affair. I was like, yeah, I kicked it with her. We went out to dinner. We had a beautiful time. I bought her some Valentino perfume, and we was kicking it.
Don't know Valentino perfume in this. All right, but again, we're keeping you guys updated as we're right here in the thick of it.
Are we going to be able to walk by and look at something on our way back, Angela?
Oh, your little nosy butt going to be right out there blowing your whistle over Marjorie Taylor Greene. All right, well, Ask Ye is next. 800-292-5150. If you need any advice, call us up right now. We are here to help.
You should know. This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here. Special guest host TK Kirkland's in the building. The best group of advice givers you can find.
That's right.
For Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi, Yee. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? And TK Kirkland is here, and so is Jasmine brand.
How you doing?
Hey,
How you doing?
everybody.
Hello.
Hey. So, I am 25. I'm out of college, and I've been in this friendship with one of my closest friends since we were in 8th grade. So we're talking about 12, 13 years. I don't know the math, but whatever. Recently, they've been getting distant and getting really serious with the girlfriend that he's had. And I reached out a bunch of times, and I think that I'm getting ghosted in this friendship. Just a lot of missed calls, missed texts. His mom will reach out to me and we'll check on one another, but I just haven't heard from him. And at what point am I going to drop it? Because I feel like I'm looking stupid now. I know life is busy for everybody, but I just don't want to keep overextending myself for something that we're not going to meet in the middle. Am I being too sensitive? What should I do, Yee?
Is he falling off from everybody or just you?
So, yeah, we were a big group of us. There were 5 of us, and the 4 of us have stayed close, but he has fallen off from all of us. My other friends, we're all we're grown. We're not chasing after anybody, but him and I have history. I was with him for a lot of family things and vice versa. So I don't want to leave him. I don't want to cut him, but I also just don't want to make me look stupid.
Yeah, I want to say this. The fact that he's in a relationship now and maybe that's what he's focused on. Sometimes people do lose themselves and fall back from friendships when they start dating somebody. Now, you said you guys have history. Y'all have been there for a lot of different things. And relationships also evolve and friendships evolve. And so it could just be that right now he's got this going on. That's what he's focused on, is what's making him happy, because it's not anything personal against you.
Right.
And so I think you have to accept that this is what this person's wishes are. I want to focus on my significant other. That's what's important to me. We all have friends, I think, that have kind of fallen back.
It's life.
Yeah.
It's life.
Once they get in a serious relationship. So I wouldn't take it personally. I think it's okay also to be friends. I have friends who I consider really, really close friends of mine, but I don't talk to them all the time.
Right. And I can bear witness.
Shut up, TK. That's a fact. But it's the truth. And, at times I'm still there for you when you need me.
Yes,
I'm there for all the significant things in your life. And I would hope that you would do that for me also. But I don't want to put too much on my friends either, because friendship isn't about I'm doing this for you, so I need that to be reciprocated exactly that way. Sometimes it is I love you. Sometimes it's from a distance. When we do get together, we have a great time. You have other things happening in your life. That happens sometimes when people have kids too. They have things going on in their life that have nothing to do with us, but that doesn't mean that the person doesn't still love you or doesn't still consider you a really close friend. We just appreciate and celebrate the time that we have together, and then fall back and you go about your life. You still have your other group of people, but you guys have history, and nothing happened. He didn't do nothing to you. You didn't do nothing to him. So you can just appreciate how the relationship has evolved.
And that's what I think I will appreciate. We've been through a lot, and I don't want to cut him off altogether, but I know as life evolves, life gets busy. I still will have love for him and his family. I don't want to close the door altogether like my other friends. I just want to, I love you. I'll see you when I see you, and it'll be a time when we see each other. So thank you so much.
All right, no problem. All right, well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. And remember, y'all can leave that as a message, too. And we will get to you on Way Up with Angela Yee. And when we come back, speaking of messages, we're going to hear your last words. That's where you guys call, leave messages in case you couldn't get through during the show. You have something you want to weigh in on. And even outside of the show, you can still call us. We're going to get your message, 800-292-5150. Last word when we come back on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, I'm Angela Yee. It's Way Up. Jasmine Brand is here. TK Kirkland is here. TK is a comedian, and there is nothing more comical right now than what is going on. Do you know that former President Donald Trump privately expressed an interest in having his mugshot taken, even though they said it was unlikely? He wants a mugshot.
He probably want to sell merch.
It's hilarious, man.
He wants a mugshot.
He's hilarious.
He wants to market that.
He's
mugshot.
gonna milk this. Mm-hmm. He understands. He wants his mugshot.
Well, he is officially under arrest.
Okay.
And he's in police custody before his upcoming arraignment. He's expected to be fingerprinted, and he will next be brought to the courtroom. That's where he'll be arraigned, and they expect that to be quick and routine, but is historic.
Yes. Okay.
They don't expect that he will be handcuffed during that time, by the way.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, he would love that.
To see him, excuse me, turn around, put your hands behind your back, sir.
And he also, by the way, he has his own social media site, Truth Social, and he posted. You want to know what he said?
What did he say?
Heading to Lower Manhattan, the courthouse seems so surreal. Wow, they're going to arrest me. Can't believe this is happening in America. MAGA.
Wow. Insane.
But we are keeping you updated with these live situations as Donald Trump has gotten arrested ahead of his arraignment. Officially now, the first president to face criminal charges when he appears in court. Okay? It's historic. Congratulations.
Yes.
You did it, Trump. All right, now, TK Kirkland, since you've been co-hosting and you'll be hosting tomorrow.
Absolutely.
What dates do you need to let us know about?
So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, I got a lot of them, but we're going to focus on Harlem this week.
Okay.
So, the tri-state area, Jersey City, New Jersey, that's where I was born and raised. Jersey City. So, this week, we're going to be at Comedy in Harlem, 508 East 117th Street, New York. For tickets, go to comedyinharlem.com. Get your tickets. Start today, because by tomorrow, I guarantee you, all the shows that they added on is going to be sold out. And my girl Angela, we're going to lay it out for her. She used to come to my shows at Caroline's back in the day.
Caroline's is closed now.
Yeah, Caroline's is closed. So for Angela to show up, and our friendship is amazing. I'm excited. So Harlem, Queens, Westchester, the Bronx, Manhattan, show up to the show. You'll see all the tickets and the prices there, and we're going to have a good time. That's how we're going to do it.
Nice. Let's have a good time. All right, well, you guys, thank you guys for listening. TK Kirkland will be back tomorrow, as will the Jasmine Brand. Mm-hmm. We'll definitely be outside today, keeping you guys updated on what's going on, because I know this is a big story.
This is.
All right.
I'm going to Trump Towers now. Somebody come in, and we're going to have espresso.
Okay.
I'm going to explain to him how to handle his case after this.
Yes, he's an attorney. Okay. All right. Well, again, let's get ready for your last words on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's your girl, Well-Versed. I just want to shine the light on my son, Antonio. He's turning 18. He's been doing so good in school, and he's super, super ambitious and dedicated to his producing and things like that. I'm so proud of him. So I just want to shout him out. Great job, Antonio. You are incredible, and you're still not a man, so don't think you've grown.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea to post who you're in love with on social media. People will start making comments, and especially some girls may get carried away, and then people will start contacting, trying to find out who she is, what does she do, and before you know it, she's completely carried away, and then that will be the end of the relationship. So it's not a good idea.
Hi, Angela. Hi, TK. Hi, Jasmine. I'm just calling to say, no, I don't think that it's a red flag if your mate does not post you on social media. I'm not a fan of it at all, and I've been married for many years, and I don't ask my husband, and I don't desire to be put on his social media pages at all. There is no red flag for that. Thanks. Bye.
Yo, it all depends on how deep you are in the relationship, whether or not you want to post Shorty online. If you've been with Shorty for like 10 years and you got 3 kids with her, y'all married, y'all live together, you want to post yourself on IG with her? Of course. Yeah, that's all good. You've been together, that's your true family. But if someone that you just meeting, and you just getting to know them, y'all in the dating stages, nah, you ain't getting on my gram. Yo, this is Tyreek calling from LA. Peace.
Angela Yee is way up.
All the way up.